Hello, everyone. I am here to advertise my new book. I don't know how many of you have read my books, any of my books. Um, this last one that I wrote, I recently published that. It's been available since yesterday. So the last week of Jesus' earthly ministry, and the subtitle says it all: Beyond Chronology. When I started studying for this book, it was supposed to be an article. So I'm not saying it was supposed to be a short article. It was supposed just to be an article. Um, but then I was so caught up in the events and the study of the synoptic gospels and then moving on to John. It was amazing. So I began to write and write about this topic, and I came up with a book. I think it's a good book for those who are interested in chronology. I was interested in chronology. Then I moved on. That's why in the beginning, the title, I don't know if you've seen it. I gave some anticipation in the previous weeks. I just published a few. The original cover was A Chronology. But now that I studied more and more, really, what I thought it should be entitled is Beyond Chronology. Okay. Concerning the link, the book is available on Amazon and everywhere in the world. So you can buy it, Amazon.com, or if you live in the UK, Amazon.co.uk. If you live in Europe, everywhere in Europe, because we have a lot of people here, a lot of Americans here, especially militaries here. Because here, I'm saying here because I live in Europe. I analyzed the Gospel of Mark, John, Matthew, and Luke in this order. Okay. And there's a reason why I do it. And you find out when you read the book. There's a reason why I do it. And there's a reason why I just go beyond chronology. This is very important because it connects to the Hebrew matrix, the Hebrew origin of our Bible, especially, I mean, the New Testament. Of course, the Old Testament is Hebrew, but in the New Testament, there is such an important Hebrew portion of ideas, concepts, and vocabulary of which we need to be aware of, and that can help us understand it better. I'm not going to extremes. Some people just want to read the New Testament as it is just a Hebrew book. It's not. It's a book that is open, is the Hebrew world open to the world outside of the Jewish religion, okay? This is why it's written in Greek. I wrote a book also about this topic. It's very important to understand that the Bible was written in Greek. The New Testament was written in Greek for a specific purpose. It had to be understood by the people, not only the people in Israel, but also by the people outside, the Gentiles. I'm a Gentile, so I know about this. And I believe most of us are, after the fall of Jerusalem, most of the believers were basically Gentiles. And so one thing which I examine in the book is the two contradictions. I mean, the two expressions that may seem to be contradictions, and they are after 3 days and the third day. I speak of this. I'm not writing. It's not, the topic is a bit complicated. It takes a lot of concentration. So I thought I need to write a short book. So you can read it, enjoy it, very simple, straight to the point, and then you learn what you have to learn if you really need to learn something, because some people may teach me something. But what I've learned, I just want to give it to you. You can tell I'm Italian because I use my hands when I talk. All right. So 3 days, after 3 days, and the third day. These two expressions may seem to be contradicting one another, but they are not. And in the book, I explain exactly why they do not contradict one another. I give evidence of this. So um, I also will give you an outline of the last week of Jesus. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and so on, being derived from a synoptic look at the first three Gospels and also with the aid of the fourth Gospel. Um, I think my main goal was to try to be clear, and and also I was excited to share my simple conclusions, which is I'm giving it to you. Okay, I shouldn't. You should read the book to find out. But it's more important that we understand that we have to go beyond chronology. When we talk about the Bible, we go beyond chronology. And I quote the rabbis about this topic and I explain it with the Bible, why it is like this. Also, there's a chapter with the 70 weeks of Daniel. I devote to this because it's important to understand about the destruction of Jerusalem, when it took place, why it took place, and about Jesus and what happens to him in the after he was crucified in a specific moment during his last week on earth, before he was resurrected. This is why I um, I wrote that it's the earthly ministry, because when he is risen, now things change, uh, and we have a transition till the time of the Pentecost, and then the church begins, and it's the time of the church and the time of grace, because you know truth and grace were given through the ministry of Jesus Christ, through his word, and what he brought was the new covenant in his blood. So, the last week of Jesus' earthly ministry, beyond chronology. I hope you like it. I hope it can be a blessing for you. You want to buy it on Amazon? I'll give you the links in the video. And where the video will be posted, you will find the link to buy it. I hope you like it. I hope it will be a blessing. Please, um, if you do, you can review the book online. This is very important for me. I just need it. That's it. That's it. I really wanted to talk to you about this. Um, I consider this book, um, all of them, all of my books are precious, but this one opened up a new series. I'm thinking about writing more because I've seen that a lot of the things that happen in this crucial moment, in these last 7 days, uh, when he enters the town of Jerusalem until his resurrection, is a very important time. And it needs to be studied. And there are a lot of blessings and a lot of things that we can learn and that are very meaningful for us even today as Christians. I mean, all right. God bless you. Hope you enjoy the book.